Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Colloid for YouTube back with two videos for you guys tonight. I'm here to continue my series, Here Comes the Bride. Angelique Bouchard Collins marries Barnabas Collins. Well, Barnabas marries her really finally. These two crazy kids met on the island of Martinique, and they made love when they were teenagers. They had sex, for those at home. But was it more than once? Yes, it was. I don't think it was just a one and done. No, but I think when Barnabas left the island, while he probably well, I think he forgot Angelique, not forgot her, but really focused on other things that became more important to him. you know, Angelique never forgot Barnabas. Now, there's a lot of great things that lead up to the wedding. You know, I've gotten into Jeremiah and Josette, how Angelique put them under both a spell. And really, we get great insight from Angelique about Josette. Angelique says many men wanted wanted Josette, and she would have none of them. It's really a great insight to the character of Josette. It really is. It's something. So it's really a good job by Laura Parker giving more of a backdrop or background, if you will, of the character of Angelique, or sorry, of the character of Josette. Um, so it's really, I like that they do this. I like that the writers do this, and I like that they have Laura Parker's Angelique do this. It gives all the more sense, if you haven't gotten it already, that Angelique has been around Josette for, a long time. That she's been around this woman and has watched this woman reject men after men after men. So, obviously she puts, not just, at first she just puts, you know, Josette under spell. Then she puts Jeremiah under spell. And, I've gotten into what happened there, that a witch put them under spell. Well, the witch was Angelique. When do things start to unravel for Angelique? That's a tricky one because really there's many times things almost do unravel for her before her and Barnabas ever get married. And one time really itself is there are things Angelique just did not anticipate. She did not anticipate Barnabas challenging Jeremiah to a duel. I think that's something that really doesn't get talked about enough when you think about the character of Angelique here. Here's this woman with this immense power who's a witch. And though she's a witch, she still has a human quality. Excuse me. Because she has human error, because she does not anticipate certain things or expect certain things to happen. It gives her a human quality, which is great. It's just really well done by not just the writers, but Laura Parker. Really, just a great job. I love this. I love that they do this. So the duel happened. The duel was, Barnabas slaps Jeremiah with a glove. There's a room when Angelique first showed up to the old house. her and Barnabas, she she kisses Barnabas, and and they're in there again, and the duel's been announced. Everybody knows about it. It would be one thing to show, you know, Jeremiah and Josette, Josette talking Jeremiah out of the duel, or them just leaving. That's not what they show. They show here's Laura Parker's character coming in the room, and Angelique is pleading with Barnabas not to do this. Now, did she know Barnabas was a poor shot with a pistol? Now, I've joked about this, but really, it's time to quit joking about it and sort of address this. Barnabas wasn't. He wasn't a great shot with a pistol. Did Angelique know this? I think she either knew or suspected it heavily. I sort of that would be something that if in Martinique maybe Barnabas was trying to shoot bottles off of something and was missing. So maybe Angelique did know. It's a really because she at least suspected enough to know I need to stop this because he's going to get himself killed and I'm going to be really out of luck. Um, because I can't see, as much as Angelique loves Barnabas, I don't see her resurrecting a corpse to literally marry. That would have been interesting, but what that would have happened if that's the direction they would have went. But no, they weren't going that direction. Well, sort of. Barnabas is going to die, just not by a bullet. But no, she at least suspected, right? I think for her to offer him a medallion for luck, really, it's not luck; it's protection. She's giving him this medallion to protect him from harm, so Jeremiah can't mortally wound Barnabas. Now, I don't. Again, it's not addressed how good of a shot Jeremiah is in the original, but I assume because he's a lot older and may uh, have fought in the Revolutionary War. Probably is. Who knows? We don't know. Again, I'm speculating on the Revolutionary War thing, but Jeremiah probably fired a pistol more than Barnabas did. Um, Again, Barnabas was somebody who wasn't known to be somebody to go shoot somebody. But here, this duel happens and he ends up killing Jeremiah. Again, it's something Angelique thought, oh my God, I gotta either talk him out of this or protect him from himself here, or at least Jeremiah. It, you got, I mean, she literally is just like a duel. she's really, she's worried. She's gonna lose her meal ticket. she's gonna, no, she doesn't though, because of the medallion. Yes, Barnabas kills Jeremiah. So, uh, could you? Is Jeremiah Angelique's first victim she kills? Yes, in many ways, yes. Jeremiah is the first real. death victim of Angelique. If you really want to get into that, it's more on Angelique, the illness of the bullet entering Jeremiah's body, than it is Angelique's, or sorry, that it is Barnabas. And the onus is on Angelique, because I do believe Angelique had a hand in Barnabas winning the duel with that medallion more than anything. Now, here's how the wedding's set up. Sarah Collins, Barnabas' sister, is sick. Really, she's not sick. Uh, Angelique has her doll, and she's putting pins through her body and causing her great pain. Angelique has a miracle drug answer for Barnabas. So, if she takes this, she'll be fine. So she does this, and she gives him the recipe, makes up for. He gives it to her. Barnabas gives it to his sister Sarah. She did not know that, you know, again, at the time, Barnabas does not know Angelique's a witch. But to be fair, Barnabas never believes Victoria Winters is a witch. So there's that. Also, once the pins get pulled, as Barnabas is giving Sarah this miracle drug, Angelique's pulling out the pins. And the agreement was if she saved her, he would marry her. Barnabas is a man of his word. That's one thing I got to give Barnabas. He has always been a man of his word, and he generally keeps it. And he keeps it here. There's only one person in attendance in their wedding, and it's Naomi Collins. It's Barnabas's mother. I like this here. I like the fact that Joan Bennett, is playing Naomi, and whose name is the deed in, or sorry, whose name is on the deed of the old house? It's Naomi's. And Naomi gives the deed, or gives the old house, to Barnabas and Angelique. You might say, well, she liked Angelique. She did, but I think more so, look, Naomi is not Joshua. Naomi is not a jerk, if you will. She's very loving to her children, and really, what she wants most of all is for her kids to be happy. She wants them to be happy, not just, you know, be miserable. She wants them to be happy. That too, and look, everybody saw how miserable Joshua was. Who the hell wants to be like that? So Naomi gives them the old house as a wedding present, which is cool. Okay, they're married. What is the beginning of Angelique's downfall? There are two real big ones. The biggest one, obviously, is when Angelique's in her servants' quarters and Barnabas is hiding Victoria Winters from Trask, because Trask in his mind has already found Victoria Winters guilty of being a witch. To him, there's no trial needed, and they want to Barnabas wants to keep Victoria safe from Trask, so he hides her in the old house by hiding her upstairs. You have Angelique in her servants' quarters performing a spell with a house of cards on fire. No, Angelique was not burning dinner here. She was burning tarot cards. So beautiful, beautiful sequence, by the way, for Dark Shadows. Just beautifully done. Just amazing. I think that's what I love most with dark shadows when you watch it. So sometimes there'll be moments that look, you know, it looks like the fog is coming up behind the characters, and it looks so creepy, right? It really does. So Dark Shadows just did so many things that were great, great, and again with but I think I got off track there. No, but so again, Angelique's performing a spell. You know, this spell causes Victoria to see fire when nothing's really there, and she runs out into Traska's arms. I've talked about effect a bit. Them setting tarot cards on fire was an amazing, amazing scene. Great, great scene. Just beautiful, beautiful from start to finish. Keep in mind, Angelique and Barnabas are married at this point. What's the other moment? What's the other? Was it Ben Stokes? It's gonna be Ben. It is gonna be number two, but I gotta give another moment a nod before I get Ben's. Now, Zombie Jeremiah. Because keep in mind, this happens prior to, Barnabas shooting Angelique, prior to Barnabas finding out about Angelique. I think a lot of Jeremiah's zombie taunting Angelique and sort of pestering her really sets up a lot of great tension between her and Fritz Barnabas. It really does, in my view. Really, it just Dark Shadows was full of tense moments that are really just so good. And that's just another one of them. So again, you have this moment where you know zombie Jeremiah was torturing Angelique. And here's Ben Stokes, man who has been working with Angelique, not willingly, by the way, not by his choice, by force. Um, so here's Ben Stokes. Barnabas says, "Say the name of the witch," and he says, "I can't because every time I try to speak her name, she stops me. She puts a spell on me or something." So Barnabas, I love this. This is so well done. That I've been teaching you to write the witch's name. Write Victoria Winters. You might say, why does Barnabas say Victoria Winters when he doesn't honestly believe it? He's, in many ways, what Jonathan Frid's Barnabas is doing here is so subtle. It's so good because I think, in my opinion, I want to stress this. Fred is playing the audience here. He knows what the audience knows that Victoria Winters is no witch. He is more trying to get Ben to confirm that Victoria Winters isn't a witch. What Barnabas already knows. But he wants somebody who he respects to do that. And he respects Ben. He cares for Ben like a brother. So you have this moment where Ben writes the initial V in dust on a barrel. And lo and behold, Barnabas says V. He's sort of shocked a bit. Then the line comes across A. A for Angelique. And now Barnabas knows Angelique, his wife, has been the witch the whole time. He tries to stab her. And by the way, she's not in bed. It's because at this point, Angelique begins to suspect that Barnabas suspects her. I do. Again, I love that scene. Everything fits. So, Angelique says, "You hate me that much," and there's this big argument. There's another one downstairs. There's another argument. And this downstairs is where Barnabas pulls the pistol. There's Angelique is taking pins and stabbing Sarah's dog in, and he shoots. He shoots at Angelique with a flintlock, gets her in the shoulder. She curses him, which is really great. Great scene. And Bat bites him, and he dies. He lays in bed and dies. Angelique lives and then gets strangled in the coffin when Barnabas wakes up from all this craziness. What a marriage. What a marriage. Okay. How did it end? With Barnabas strangling Angelique, and then Angelique coming back in his time. You know, God, what what a great. So there's. Sorry for the silence. I was thinking about something. The marriage is really, really well done. The story, look, 1795 as a plot overall is well done. And really, the next marriage I'm going to get into really proves this too, because again, you have three weddings in 1795, and they, what happens to the participants of these weddings is nothing short of amazing. I mean, think about it. By the end of this, Barnabas is put into a coffin for over 100 years. He wanted his dad to kill him. He wanted his dad to kill him. It's amazing. It really is. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the pause there for a moment. I was thinking. Um, so, again, these participants of these weddings, especially in 1795, just it seemed disastrous, didn't it? I mean, it was, you can get into the whole fate thing if you want to. I think that is a plausible thing, you know, or you could just look at the Collins family and say they've got bad luck, horrible luck, actually. So, hope you guys enjoy Here Comes the Bride Part 4.